Yeah. Savage AF, y'all. It's the blackest show on the internet, web, social media space place. As you can see, you can't even see me. That's how black we are. I'm your host, Black Pedro, along with Shang, who should be here momentarily, I believe. But yeah, man, we keep it black, man. But it's all for, it's for the people. Savage AF. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. Come on, baby. We talk politics, hot topics, current events, and then I don't give a fluff kind of style. You know what? My lighting's a little. Let me hold on, guys. Let me do this. You're gonna hear a click for the lamp. What? Yeah, old school. Pull the chain. All right, there we go. Ta-da. A little bit better. I should do this one too. Then. Hey, all right. Listen, you can typically find us live on YouTube and Facebook at the same damn time, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you ever miss us live, that's on you. Oh, wait, Shang's here. Boom, we're going to do that.
Yo, what's up?
What up, though?
What up, though? Hey, man, what up, though? That's that Detroit shit.
Yeah, no, I was just letting them know that if they ever miss us live, they can always just, go to our YouTube channel. Bam, I'm about to hit you with the scroll. Okay. YouTube.com/C/SavageAFWorld, all one word. And all our shows are archived there. So if you ever miss us live, you can catch on up. Also, one thing to help you stay caught up with us is doing this.
Yeah, you click the little bell. It lets you know, gives you alerts. It also lets you know if you're a lady, you get your pap smear. It gives you an update for when you need to get your pap smear. There's a lot of different benefits to clicking the little bell.
Now, I gotta admit, I did not realize that. So
right. Every time you click the bell, I know when my prostate thing is coming up. So
okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, I didn't even know we did that on this show.
Well, this show has a lot of aspects that are mysterious that I programmed that I didn't tell you yet, but you'll find out.
I mean, it's a hell of a time to know.
Now you know.
Cheers, everybody. To your pap smears.
Now you saw the subscribe thing. Also, make sure you get a chance because it helps us with the algorithm. Gives them some thumbs up to give us a little bit of those. Go ahead, rock those out.
Something like this. Hit it.
Give us the thumbs up. We appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to get into the show, but I want to say something to the people that, especially the trolls and the bullshit and the, oops.
It's all good.
Oh, damn it. Did I cuss?
You cursed a little early. We try not to curse within the first 5 minutes because it scares the Karens on the internet or something. I don't know what it is.
I was
They're very friendly at your coffee shop. They wrote "thank you" on the cup.
Where? Oh,
that shit is all in the camera. Like, thank you.
Oh, I didn't know. I like tea. I know that sounds old school.
I can see. I saw the tag hanging out too.
Is that weird that I'm a huge tea drinker? I got all kind of herbal tea at home, and I like tea. Am I the only one in my? Does that make
no, bro? I'm actually drinking tea right now as well. Tequila. God damn. Savage AF, man. Let's get into it. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. If you're not on YouTube, we're also available on Facebook.
Up top.
Savage A.F. is how you want to spell that out on there. And then also, very, very important, especially for us as comedians, I don't even write jokes anymore. I really just try to get followers on Instagram because without followers, you aren't funny anyways. It doesn't matter. You don't matter.
You don't matter
without
followers. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. We're also on Threads. I know you don't believe it, but it happens. Both of the same thing.
Same names, different game.
And let them the other one we on.
Blue Ski. Blue Sky, that is the it's like Twitter if it could read, or it's like X if X could read. Same names at Comedian Shang, at Black Pedro. You know what it is, man. Savage AF. Oops.
Man, I never knew they wrote thank you. That's nice. Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
I've spent in Starbucks about $100. Oh, I like Starbucks.
Starbucks, honestly, I think is like one of the top 5 banks in America because people store so much cash on their Starbucks cards.
I should get a Starbucks card. Yeah, because I drink a lot.
They store so much money in the app and on the cards that Starbucks just has a shit ton of cash. But that's a whole other show, y'all. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter.
They ain't our sponsor yet, but when I'm gonna talk to them because I'm like, hey, motherfuckers, I spend money on tea and the little yogurt cups. Y'all need to be our sponsor.
Hey, don't be out here yogurty, Shane. Come on, dog.
Oh shit! And look, Footsteps is giving you the business already. Look down there.
Who?
Footsteps. Down. Go down.
Oh, Footsteps. Pedro, man, those lions so close.
Why would you bring that up the beginning of the show?
And I have a Pistons hat on, man. Come on, dog. We're trying to move on to brighter days. Kay Cunningham in the All-Star game right now. My Princeton Tigers are down by 16 to Yale.
That doesn't look good.
In a game we have to have this game. But anyway, shout out to everybody else out there. Compton's finest, Damani Jones, Nicole H, Miss Adverb is back. Sean Stubbs, LG, Footsteps.
Miss Adverb is the most intelligent whore I've ever met. I'm kidding. Don't you?
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Footsteps said, "What up, fellas?" And Shang, how mom since I got her the rabies shot. Okay.
Wow.
That's either Cooch or some arch enemy from middle school that we don't know.
Wow. So you're just gonna come in and talk about my mom's having rabies. All right. Well, that's cool.
Emerson, we see you as well. That being said, man, let's get into the show. It's Friday, January 31st.
Can I say something to in response? Listen, I understand that you want to talk about my mom's, but we know that your mother gives hand jobs for likes. Yeah, and she don't even get subscribers, just likes.
She's not on OnlyFans, she's on OnlyHands.
Yeah, that's all she does. She just. And by the way, your mother's a whore. All right, now we can go on.
But a good one though, she's good at what she do. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black Pedro, Comedian Shang. Again, it's Friday, January 31st, 2025 in the time-space continuum. It is 3:10 p.m. on the West Coast. Princeton just missed a three-pointer, but got an offensive rebound. But let's get into it, man. There's a lot going on.
Did you see? He was in the mid-sentence. They missed it.
All right, so listen. Got a couple things I wanted to talk about. Shane, always throw in whatever else you want.
No, I already know what I want to talk about, and we already know we're going to circle back in some kind of way about the disgraceful, disgusting way that Trump responded to 67 people losing their life and not having any empathy, no shout out to the family and saying, some kind of healing. He just went straight to niggas did it. It's all because of niggas. It's like it's DEI.
We'll start with that just as a recap.
I mean that's still going on. I mean I got it.
No, I know, but I definitely want to end with the topic. Cops are dumb by design, and I have a video to help back this up.
Dumb by design, which is a great way.
But when we watch this video later, it will. Like, it sounds like a little catchy thing to say, but it will prove itself to be true. Also, I think we're all going to need password protection or two-way verification because Elon wants Social Security to be an ATM. We're going to talk about that. But before we get into that, yeah, Shane, I think since we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went over it.
Tragic incident in which 67 lives were lost. A military helicopter, a Black Hawk, while on a training exercise, crashed into a commercial liner.
Right, and there was 3 people on the air helicopter, and the rest were on
64 then would have been on.
Yes, 64 on the passenger plane. And this is the wild part. He's not going to even go. Like, it's traditional that the president will go down to the crash site, speak from the crash site to comfort the people. This motherfucker said, "No, why would I go? I mean, what good is it? What good
He
is
said,
it?"
"What's the site? Water? You want me to go swimming?"
Yeah,
That's
just
what motherfucker said, dog. Like,
yeah. I mean, he's
Trump was like,
a
"What you want me to go to the site? What's the site? Water? You want me to go swimming?"
And y'all wonder why I need
Yeah,
therapy. Listen, the reason that I see this,
damn, bro.
this is what's going on. The Democrats finally getting a little bit of their balls back. At least one of them. I think they still got another ball to go. I'm saying, you know, and Trump keeps passing them the ball, and they keep dropping it. I think that this really lit a little fire under the Democrats, and we need the younger Democrats that are about that smoke to bring it, because AOC ripped him. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine Crockett ripped him. The cat out of Florida, I keep forgetting his name, the feisty Jew. I call him the feisty Jew. And he just absolutely demolished him. And I'm starting to see people actually speak up who are Democrats. So I think that the only way, and one of the in the press conference, he got checked. He said, the guy said to him flat out, he said, you know, that's demonstrative. I can always fuck that word up. Say it for me, man. Demonstrative.
Demonstratively?
Yeah, get that one right there.
Demonstrate.
You know what? You know what? I've been drinking a lot of tea. Fuck y'all. But no, he said that is false. What you just said is not true. It was on the FAA site the entire time of your presidency. And if it was so important, why didn't you do it then? You did it a week ago. And then miraculously, we have an accident on airplane crash. Let me see. Haven't had one in 16 years. You do this shit. You fire 100 people, and you also give buyouts for the fucking air traffic controllers, and then you're surprised this shit got to happen.
Also, there's a report. I saw this on Midas Touch today too, that the day before the crash, another commercial flight had to reroute and circle back around because a helicopter was in their path. So literally the same accident almost happened the day before, but this other commercial flight was able to abort their landing and circle back around. So that's another factor that's going to be looked at. And I don't know how you put that on the past administration. Again,
it's not his administration. It's always never take accountability. Have you noticed that he never takes accountability for anything? They just circle back where they were trying to just basically fuck everybody on, hey, we're going to freeze anything pertaining to anything good for people. And then the backlash was so heavy. Then they were like, yo, maybe we shouldn't freeze everything.
No. So this is a weird thing that's going on too with this federal funding freeze.
Yeah, the Fed fund freeze.
So they did this freeze. A judge froze that, and then there is confusion over the rescinding of it. Like, so apparently the order was rescinded, but according to Trump and his administration, they're saying they rescinded the memo that announced the rescinding.
It's word salad.
But they're not, that they're rescinding the orders. And even Republican senators are like, no, you rescinded the orders. So there's still a lot of confusion about what monies are frozen, if any at all. But the Trump administration and Trump himself are saying that they did not rescind the order. Right. So in his mind and actions, I think they believe they have frozen this money up.
Right. And there's some people
And
that have already had problems with it. There's also has been some people that have, have their jobs gone away. He's doing everything fucked up possible in the first 10 days. And I'm wondering, the Democrats need to stop all this cordial shit and, tiptoeing around this motherfucker. I don't know why you said Schumer needs to go. I don't know about that. But
I didn't see
yeah,
that comment. Damani Jones says, I didn't know it was a military helicopter. How the fuck? Yeah, brother. So I guess we can just do a total recap, just because a lot of info out there, a lot of non-info out there, blah blah blah. What happened is that out of DC Reagan Airport, a military Black Hawk helicopter was on a training mission, and they often train in live conditions. And they were, part of the training mission was to do exactly what didn't happen, which is to safely navigate around commercial airspace in order to execute a mission, right? And they're supposed to fly at a certain
height, a certain elevation,
and I think we're still just getting information about what happened there.
Right, the information.
I think night vision may have been in effect, which with lights, city lights, plane lights,
it can spark.
It hampers or impairs vision in that sense.
And let me clarify something real quick. He said it was a military helicopter, and said it was a military. There's not a lot of commercial Black Hawks. Just
yeah. No, I mean, he Damani wasn't aware of
not Damani, but there's people that say, well, what was it? No, it wasn't another commercial. It was a military, and there's people that assumed it was a commercial hidden commercial. It just wasn't.
But they were on a live training mission, in I'd say obviously near commercial airspace or civilian airspace,
right?
And that is part of the training. This apparently happens often, and we'll get to the details of why this was but yeah, it was Damani Jones. It was a military helicopter.
For sure.
Days after you have Pete Hegseth take over, I was saying the other day, he's already one helicopter down, like a week into the job or whatever. So, they want to do DEI shit,
right? They want to blame it on the Black and brown people that had nothing to do with it. And the bottom line is that when they try to talk DEI, and I've seen a lot of Black people say, we don't need DEI, we don't need affirmative action. There's a reason that they did that, because mediocre white people have been getting the jobs forever. Also, there was a new thing I found that 94% of pilots, I thought it was 70 something, are white. 6% are other. 94.
What kind of pilots? Because
pilots in general.
I got 73%.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's air traffic controllers, I believe.
Right.
73% of air traffic controllers are white. 9% are African American.
Yeah.
15% are Latino, and then like another 9% are other races.
Other races. Well, I can't since I can't pull it up. The FAA diversity breakdown: pilots 94%, mechanics. Oh, you motherfucker, you. Mechanics are 94%. 84%, engineers 83%, and air traffic controllers 78%. This is from the FAA diversity breakdown. Through the yeah.
That sounds like DEI.
That's what they're saying. The occupation is mostly white. So how is it Black folks' fault? How is it diversity's fault? If you break it down more, it's mostly white males. See if they got it right here. I'm saying so.
Yeah, and to be honest, like this isn't ever really the issue. It's not like well, white people shouldn't be doing this job then, or blah blah blah. This is obvious, like, that's why it's so it's such an operation smokescreen to like even bring the racial shit into it as Trump has done,
Right.
because like this isn't about like the race or gender of people or sexual orientation of people doing the job. It sounds like procedurally something happened that shouldn't have happened. I heard a report that um, a staff member was let go early, or relieved early that night. So again, this goes to the abnormal staffing conditions that I was hearing about from Midas Touch, and then today I heard the slightly more specific detailing that somebody was sent home early, like, oh, we're slow tonight kind of thing, you know um
Yeah.
go ahead and go home.
I don't know if that should
Something
apply.
like
It's
that
not
works.
like a restaurant going, we don't allow the customers. You can dip out. I think they shouldn't do that. But I mean, also,
Like, yeah, we'll cover your section.
you know what? I got your section. You're good. It just doesn't make sense. But they're also, if you look at his attack on it and Hellscape's attack on it, and you know Couchfucker's attack on it, all of them
Love
were
seat. His
love.
name is Love
I keep
Seat,
saying
man.
love. He's
He
giving love.
loves the seats,
Right. I
and he
forgot.
puts his dick in
I
them
just
to
think
show his love.
love seat couch fucker.
Vice President Love Seat.
Yeah. I mean, their all of their narratives was the same. So I'm hoping that people of color realize these people are going to be out and out a
Everything,
war on you.
bro. A tree falls, they're gonna be like, DEI. Who is the landscaper? Oh, an immigrant, a brown person, a black person, DEI.
Yeah.
Tony Jones says, I just assumed it was a plain old helicopter, and I can understand if it was a training mission. I thought it was all random. Yeah, no, and it's still
Random.
random. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't. I mean, obviously these accidents don't happen a lot. That's why we're talking about it. But apparently these training scenarios do happen a lot, where military helicopters are purposefully maneuvering, among civilian
Right.
air.
It's the same thing that happened with
It's probably like, because for them it's like, well, what if shit goes down and we got to take off, and there are planes coming in, like,
you got
fuck
to
it.
figure out how to maneuver through it.
Like, yeah, you got to be able to still
You got
do
to be
that.
ready to go. And if you
I
think
mean, I'm not a warmonger or anything like
I
that, but
am out of the two of us.
but within the military mindset, I do
No, no.
understand that why they do that. So, but obviously something went wrong. Obviously,
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
sense will tell
obviously
you
it
it
wasn't
doesn't
like,
have anything to do with
yeah,
fucking
it's
DEI.
not like he woke up and said, "Man, I hope I can find a commercial airplane to crash into." Obviously,
Yeah.
it wasn't on purpose, but
And hopefully it'd be full of ice skating children.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like this is the saddest shit ever. Yeah.
Wait, ice cake, ice, no, cake eating children, just like they're all happy. Yay, cake! It's not that. The bottom line is the way the president is going at it, the way that his administration is going at it, is on some fuckboy shit, and we know it. And you know what I'm saying? Of course, bad things happen sometimes, and sometimes they have accidents and crashes, not as often as everybody's feeling, because people are afraid to fly, and they're like, well, if it's a black person flying the plane, I'm afraid to fly, and I'm going to get another flight. I've seen some video of people doing that shit, even though they talked to one of the pilots on MSNBC, and this motherfucker said, I've been flying for 25 years. In the military, I was flying for 10 years. He said, I actually built the outfit that the Falcon uses in the Winter Soldier. I flew on that.
America.
Yeah, I flew on that for I did that for 5 years, but the pension wasn't good, so I went and did something else. But I mean, it doesn't matter. We could have telekinesis and make things elevate and fly. They still gonna some kind of way. They're gonna figure out a way to shift the blame off of Trump administration, off of their fuckboy shit, and on us.
Well, look what Damani Jones said. He said a brother left a half-empty fifth of whiskey under the brake and fucked it up for everybody. You know what
why would you say that? Why did you say that?
No, that's what they gonna say. And I see what you're doing, Damani.
No, I see what you're doing.
We already know. If you hear that narrative, you know they fucking with us.
I have done that. I have done that many times.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that bottle was there.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the way over to Nicole H's house to give her some of this soul pole. And yeah, dun, 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 dun. I always do that. Right when you stick it in, you got to go dun, 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 dun.
Just have your own soundtrack on deck.
Yeah, that's what I
Ms.
call
Adverb it. Says the Army is incompetent, and we know she is a veteran.
The Army is incompetent, but you got to have leaders that are a little bit more competent to take the edge off of the incompetency. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when you see the fact that Hellscape got in, and when he gets in, and the person that they didn't pick was like a 4-star general. He apparently saved 15 children with his one hand that were flying down a stream, and they would have went over a waterfall. He reached out with his big black hand and he grabbed them and saved them all. And
big black hand, Lloyd Austin. And listen, I can be sort of neutrally critical or constructively critical and recognize that, you know, he also had a moment in his tenure where Lloyd Austin, you know, had cancer or was, you know, diagnosed with it and didn't tell Joe Biden, the administration, anybody. So that obviously it's poor judgment to do that. And a man in a position like that, you always want to know that they're going to show good judgment, right? So it's not about him being perfect or anything like that.
Right. Well, I mean,
obviously, they're way more qualified than a Pete.
Right. Come on, Pedro, you got to go. I didn't tell you about my cancer. I didn't want to do that. Okay, I got you. I've been sexually abusing women. I'm a drunk. I couldn't even cut it on a lot of other stuff. All of my military friends are like, I'm a dick. I'm not a good person. And I don't have any fucking morals. Or the dude that's hiding cancer. I'm going to go with the dude that's hiding cancer.
Oh, yeah. Well, not, you know, those wouldn't be the only criteria I'm using to read that, right? But realistically, all I'm saying is that I can still objectively criticize General Lloyd Austin for hiding that information because it is bad judgment in his situation. You're not just some dude who doesn't want people to know you have cancer. You are the head of the United States military arm, and you can't have secrets.
Okay, I get you.
And listen, I'm not saying this relative to Hegseth, like.
But wait a minute, what about
Hegseth is good now? I'm just saying, I'm just being objective and like I can criticize both. Obviously,
both, but there's a false equivalency if one is way worse than the other, and one shows way more bad judgment. And
no. But all I'm saying is
with alcoholism.
Yeah. So you don't. But when you're good at what you do, you don't look at the worst example of what you do and be like, well, I'm better than that.
You do.
No. You got to hold yourself to.
Nah, man. Yeah, you do. Yeah, nigga. Yes, you do.
You got to have a standard for yourself.
At least I don't touch little kids. Like, you got to always bring up, it's like, yeah, but you smacked your wife, but I don't touch little kids.
Yeah, like, I never killed a kitten. That's not something to be.
Yeah, but you see, in my world, if you know what, you got to use that. You got to use that. Like, yes, I did. Yes, I did punch that old lady, but I didn't.
That's it. But like basically, compare. Like, there's no comparison between Lloyd Austin and Pete Hegseth in terms of, qualifications and whatnot. But all I'm saying is that we still always have to.
So wait a minute.
Hold the best candidates to the best standards.
So right? I'm gonna ask the people in the feed. So Does that mean I can't go out and be a good comic just because I took a dog's life?
Those aren't equivalent. What the equivalency would be like,
That dog had it coming, by the way. The motherfucker had it coming.
I think a more equivalent scenario might be like, I'm still funnier than this dude, even though I killed a dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's like that's
Now you're on the page, Pedro. Exactly.
That's not what we.
Yeah, but I got an hour more material than the motherfucker over there. But you killed a dog. Yeah, but can you do 45 hot? Yes, I bring that up to a lot of people, you know, and they don't get it. But okay, and by the way, I didn't Nicole H. It wasn't puppies. It was a grown ass. He knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? When he left out of the yard, he knew, I'm gonna bite somebody. I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna bite. And then he ran and
his dogs have purposes. Like,
right, he had a purpose.
Where all the Chinese people that
and then you know what? He ran. He got the right one that day. That's all. Okay.
Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. All right, let's get into one of the topics that I wanted to present to you.
But you know why I wanted to read because it's still one of the primary things, not only on the news, but other countries are dissing us because they're like, yo, who the fuck did you elect? What kind of piece of shit, horrible orc ass person did you elect that couldn't even take 1 minute to just be like, hey, you know, have some empathy. Fuck him.
Yeah. All right. So that being said, man, we're all gonna need password protection. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter.
Facts matter. Wait a minute. Let me put my thing in right now because I don't trust that Elon motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it if I was you. Elon wants to turn your social security number into an ATM, I believe. I'm gonna bootleg this here from Midas Touch. Elon Musk tried to gain access to nation's social security payment system. I'm gonna go on to read. Give me a second here. David A. Lebrecht, who served in non-political roles at Treasury for several decades, announced his retirement Friday, that's today, in an email to colleagues obtained by the Washington Post. President Donald Trump named Lebrecht. It's Lebryk. Lebryk? Maybe Lebryk. I'm going to go with Lebryk. President Donald Trump named Lebryk as acting secretary upon taking office last week. Lebryk had a dispute with Musk's surrogates over access to the payment system the U.S. government uses to disperse trillions of dollars every year, the people said. The exact nature of the disagreement was not immediately clear, they said. Typically, only a small number of career officials control Treasury's payment systems. Run by the Bureau of the Fiscal Service, the sensitive systems control the flow of more than $6 trillion annually to households, businesses, and more nationwide. Tens, if not hundreds of millions of people across the country rely on the systems, which are responsible for distributing Social Security and Medicare benefits. Salaries for federal personnel, payments to government contractors and grant recipients, and tax refunds, among tens of thousands of other functions.
He's a fucking villain.
This nigga tried to take, he wanted the PIN number for the $6 trillion account.
What's not enough for this motherfucker?
He wanted to pass. He was going to chop off a finger.
You got me fucked up again, man.
Bruh, listen.
Hey man, this dude's a fucking arch villain. He's trying, and then after that, we'll take the World Bank. I mean, this motherfucker, where is G.I. Joe? G.I. Joe. I mean, this is some bullshit. Man, listen, Elon Musk, is they say he has autism, and that's why all of the shit they say he's brilliant for, he didn't fucking do. So let's clear that up first off.
He
Anybody
just
else?
had money to fund stuff.
He had money to fund stuff. He had money to take over stuff that was already created. So don't give him all this. He's brilliant.
Miss Adverb, do not put stuff like that in our feed.
Yeah, exactly. We already get flagged enough.
We gonna get so many flags.
And by the way, and Miss Adverb, my heart goes out to you. I just want you to know that my heart goes out to you.
No.
See, but I did it with my hand then, so it's different. If you do this, but when you stiffen it, we know that he is about the money. We know that it's about a grift. If you look at the stuff that Trump is doing, trying to basically funnel money to his peoples, his other billionaires. That's all it is. If you looked at the inauguration, which I glanced at because I couldn't watch it because I thought somebody gonna get stabbed. But today, I just
it was the cops.
Yeah, it was billionaires. It wasn't just millionaires. There was tiers. It was billionaires, millionaires, Congress. Like they didn't even get the motherfuckers that got elected did not get the front seats. And you know he's trying to basically grift money off of the American public like he did before, because there's a whole bunch of snow heathens that are suckers that end up paying for a lot of his legal fees through buying fucking watches and shoes and Bibles that he couldn't even hold up. This satanic motherfucker, if you believe in Satan, couldn't touch the Bible when he got inaugurated. He's horrible. I cannot say that enough.
He didn't want you to see his hand burn on it.
Yeah, it's like, and then his face changed and shit. Y'all, anybody, and the black folks that keep saying, I'm down with Trump, and then they ask people why, and then they just run off. They and they just run. You can't really say that he has any kind of moral fucking center whatsoever. You can't say that he's a brilliant businessman. He's a devious motherfucker, but he's definitely not, because if his bankruptcy show you, if you look at all of them back to back, the lawsuits that he lost, which was just, back to back to back, Trump University, Trump Steaks, Trump Airlines. You know what? That didn't last. You're not good with airlines. I don't understand.
The airlines aren't doing well in his first 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I mean,
neither military nor civilian.
And he's all about being a sucker. He's a sucker because Elon Musk come in, juice him up a little bit. Here's $200 million. He's like a hoe. He's a high priced prostitute, and whoever got the most money, if the Arab nations give him money, he's gonna do shit.
Imagine a sociopath like Elon Musk having access to $6 trillion that funds tens of thousands of functions in America.
It's a wrap.
What are y'all talking about, dog? Like this dude, the dude Trump appointed just quit because he got into it with Elon's people, basically over the pin. Pin number for the fucking treasury, for the goddamn Social Security account.
That was a conversation where he said, man, you can't have the fucking pin. And the next thing you know is, oh man, this rug, this smells funny. And then next thing he wakes up and go, where am I? Like,
you just get a suit with a fish in it, like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, what are you talking about? This guy
sleeps with the fishes.
And they say he's awkward. He's more than awkward. He's more than awkward. And this is what
I've heard he's autistic, which I have empathy for.
Do you really? Do you?
No, I just mean in terms of people with actual autism.
Oh yeah, the people. Yeah.
I'm empathetic to that but when you're some billionaire Bond villain, it doesn't really matter, dude. Like, I hope you die in a vat of acid with laser sharks.
Yeah, it's
and electric eels up your ass.
How do you have empathy for Spectre when it's like, oh well, it's like, yeah,
but ass motherfucker.
Yeah, but he has a bad ankle. Like, what the fuck? Wait, so how do we have empathy? I have no empathy for none of the Republicans. It's hard for me to have empathy for Latinos right now. I saw this video of a woman being torn from her baby. It tugged my heart for a second. And then they cut to her earlier. I'm going to go for Trump.
You mean her anchor baby, Shane?
Her
anchor baby that she used to stay here illegally.
And it didn't work. It didn't work. You know why? Dr. Phil went out with ICE and found her. And they showed a video of her being screaming and crying. And I was like, it tugged my heart for a second. Then they cut to her saying, I voted for Trump and I'm woo, Trump. And she had a Trump hat on and a little Trump flag. And then it cut back to her being dragged. I was like, yeah, drag that bitch. So something's wrong with me.
It's a time in the world. But
yeah.
These are the things we want to keep our eyes on. Password protection. Elon Musk wants your.
That's a whole different person, man. Elon Musk is the dude that lives in the mountain, and he teaches people how to throw Chinese stars like me.
There you go. But Elon Musk wants to turn your social security number into his personal ATM pin.
Side note, okay, am I a crackhead? Because I want more.
Yeah. Go back. Hey, she's probably still there. Who wrote the thank you on there, dog?
Yeah.
You might be able to pull the girl from Starbucks, dog. That looked like is there a heart on there too?
Yeah, there's a heart.
Barista code for come to my room.
Yeah. I think it's just like, oh wait, if you slide this down, it says beat the pussy up.
Her phone number's on the inside of the lid.
No, but the other night though, good Lord. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna get into the details. But this room was used for see how you just cut it off. So let's go back to Elon.
Princeton was down by like 18 a few minutes ago. 50 seconds left. We're down by 5.
Ooh, that's close. That's close. That could happen.
Nope. Bad defense right there. Sorry. Anyways, man, Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
He's such a Detroit fan.
This isn't Detroit.
I was gonna say our alma mater fan.
Yeah. Sports. I like sports.
I like sports. I like beer. I like beer. I like sports. I think that what we're gonna see, I hope. Now, everybody out there, see it, tell me if I'm wrong. When you got two narcissists at that level, one has $400 billion, the other one is now making billions off the grift, which is the orange cunt stick in charge. I think that their egos are going to clash to the point where, well, no, I bought you. I bought the presidency. And then Trump is like, well, now I got it. Fuck you. I hope that they start clashing to the point where Elon, the evil Elon, turns on Trump and uses his vast wealth.
Well, listen, if Elon Musk had the PIN number to the Social Security account, he would have overthrown the government. Like I'm pretty sure that's one of the things we need to look out for. That being said, Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're gonna end today's show.
You got the video?
I got a video for y'all. It should have. I mean, it should have loaded up. Yeah, we're loaded. I'm so loaded right now.
It's loaded. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Come on.
Here's the thing, man. This is one of those where I think we've seen it on the streets so much that it shouldn't be surprising. But when you hear it put out plainly like this, I think it does make you ask one question.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, I want you to give me 1 minute and 48 seconds of your life. Watch this video. It's a white woman saying it, so you know it's true. Check it out.
Did you know you can be too smart to be a cop? Not a joke, it's actually legal precedent. I'm Eliza Orland's career public defender in Manhattan for 15 years, and I want to talk about Jordan versus New London, a case that reveals something very troubling about policing in America. Back in 1996, a man by the name of Robert Jordan applied to be a member of the New London Police Department. He scored a 33 on his intelligence test, which is equivalent to an IQ of about 125. That is an above average IQ, but instead of celebrating him, the New London Police Department in Connecticut rejected him. Why? Because they claimed that someone with a high IQ might have job dissatisfaction as a police officer. Well, Mr. Jordan sued, arguing that this policy was discriminatory. And amazingly, the court sided with the police department. The case got appealed and went all the way up to the Second Circuit, which affirmed and agreed and said that this policy was not discriminatory because it applied to all races, genders, ethnicities, sexual orientations, etc., equally. But think about that for a second and what it means. A policy that actively discourages hiring people who are intelligent for a job that requires critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and public trust. It's not just absurd. It's a reflection of the systemic issues that exist in policing. Instead of setting high standards for law enforcement, this case sends a message. Don't be too smart, too curious, too ambitious, just follow orders. So the next time you hear someone say, well, we need smarter, better trained officers, just remember there is a legal precedent in place allowing police departments to do the exact opposite. Let me know what you think in the comments and feel free to leave questions.
I want to be a police officer. Yeah, I want to hold a gun and shoot at black people. Ah, yeah.
Princeton just lost, and so did we. Listen.
You knew it wasn't. You knew it was a possibility. Why are you acting brand new?
Here's the thing. Like I said, we've seen the intellect of the police in these streets. We've seen it.
I know. I like to shoot the blacks.
We've seen the intellect of these police in these streets. We know that they are the gumball-minded idiots that you went to middle school with, a lot of them, never gonna make detective, but love putting a nigga's head through a plate glass, to quote Mark Wahlberg's character in The Departed. Like, we'll just, if you point at it, they will destroy it, especially if it's black. But just that this is one of those where I'm just like, yo, the police, if we keep asking why they do this, why they do that, because they're dumb, but by design. They just need foot soldiers to carry. Listen, if a presidency like our current one decides to actually implement martial law, it will only occur because of idiotic foot soldiers that will not ask a question, will not see humanity, do not have empathy.
They're doing it now. If you look at ICE, it's a lot of people that are with ICE are Mexican, and they don't give a fuck. So I think that and then look at what Footsteps said, aka Cuchadamas, aka Mother of Whoredom. It's right there. It says, click it. It's the third one up.
This.
When y'all think Trump is going to give the popos complete immunity? Sooner than later. I think that he better soon, because if not, I already organized the Black Panther Party to come back, and we're gonna all be armed.
What do they call it? Universal immunity, I think, is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's just this concept that the police aren't policeable, right? Like there's no need to or mechanism that we should implement to ever hold police accountable for bad behavior, which essentially means that whatever they do,
it's okay.
it's okay. Like the police can't do anything bad or
They
wrong.
can't do wrong. Just like what's the woman that was Gabby said, I could never see Trump asking me to do something illegal or wrong. Bitch, have you not been watching? Listen, you fake Storm with your fucked up little gray streak in your hair. What are you talking about? This is bullshit. And I do think that you always seen the cops get in their feelings real quick, go to violence, especially when it comes to us. It's because they don't have the capacity to think things through. All they know is gun, black, shoot. That's it. So I'm not surprised by that. But what I am surprised by, that it went through 2 courts and they both said, yeah, well, we want our cops dumb.
I actually think the way they're trained is like not guns, black, shoot, but black, no gun, shoot. like they are trained to shoot unarmed black people.
Unarmed black people, or they see us as gorillas, or they see us as they're stronger than us. I just posted a thing. I was stunned how many people have been talking shit to me about it, because they asked RFK about why is it black people should be on a different schedule for any kind of medical attention. And he was like, well, because in Poland, they said the blacks have a stronger constitution and don't need, vaccines. And, I mean, that's what they think of us. I know people right now, I've talked to a few cops that told me that as soon as they saw Pedro, they were frightened.
Hey, man.
They're very aware of where you're at, Pedro.
That's why I walk around with no pants.
And then they go, well, leave him alone.
That nigga crazy. I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Let him go. Leave him alone.
Ah, Lord, he's peeing on us. just everybody back up.
Hey, you know what?
I go into my Tasmanian devil. I'm like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Retreat.
He's gonna, oh God.
He's got a dick and it's loaded.
He's a human tornado.
Yeah. So no, I think that the cops, if you look at some of the way cops, I've watched some of these videos where the cops go from 0 to 60, where they come in people's house and put their foot in the door, and the person goes, hey, you're on my property. I'm not in your door. I'm not in your door. I know you are, but what am I? They're children. They're petulant children. They're the dude that didn't get no pussy when he was in school, high school. I mean, when he was in middle school and high school. And he's like, I'm taking it out on the world. But first, because I'm afraid of black people or I'm a racist cunt, I'm going to take it out on them first. And somebody was like, the new thing, the law they want to pass for the woman that was killed by the immigrant. What is her name?
I don't even like to say it. I know it's like Laken Riley.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then I hit the dude back. He said he texted my thing and like for my post on IG, her name, say her name. And I hit him back with say her name. I said, Sandra Bland, say her name. And I had different women's names I could name.
Yeah, no, we all could. It's a weird situation because this is one where it's like, I can't even big up the victim because it's racist. You know what I mean? And obviously her murder was wrong. It's like they damn near got me on team immigrant rapist.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you've been holding this in. Everybody on the feed, Pedro been lying to me. He said that's how I felt, nigga.
I mean, listen, we actually have never talked about this Laken Riley. I like, and I'm not making light of what happened to her.
Oh no, but it's like,
it's like they, it's this narrative of taking this one incident and then broad stroke painting every immigrant under that hue or color or banner. And it's just like guys, like there are so many white dude rapists out here who are born free Americans.
Right, exactly.
Your neighbor, your brother, your uncle, he touched you. you just have erased it from your memory. You just don't want to admit that Grandpa put his thumb in your butt at your 5th birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if you look
There's
at
so many degenerate motherfuckers.
oh no, in fact,
It has
one of
nothing
them
to do with race. It has nothing to do with country of origin.
the
There are
cops
just
are
fucked up
hunting
people in this world.
Pedro. The cops are hunting one of the people that was pardoned that actually had child pornography and was it was soliciting young girls, and they're chasing him now. So and he's got a pardon, so now he's free.
Bro, there are January 6ers who are going back to jail over their other cases.
Or one of them
the ones before they broke into the Capitol.
Yeah, they were already
like the one where they assaulted or robbed, stole, essayed somebody. You know what I mean? Like these were pieces. Some of these people were real pieces of shit.
Actually, they said
going into the Capitol, you pardoned them, and they're still going back to jail just for the other crimes they did.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, they were already pieces of shit. You could tell they were unhinged. The one guy, the shaman, got out, and the first thing he said, "I'm gonna go buy some guns. I'm gonna go." Listen, we know that they're full of shit. We know that that blanket pardon was just a fucking idiot move, and it makes it seem like it's okay to just stab and fuck up cops. But the bottom line is, if you look at how, like, with just cops in general, some of the cops that were on their side, it's hard for me to have empathy. One, they're dumb. Secondly, when they
by
design, but it's hard for me to have empathy because in their dumbness and their cruelty that they treat us, our children, just across the board, it's hard for me to have empathy for a lot of people now. I'm having a hard time with having empathy. The fact that I actually said that, when the lady was getting separated from her kids, and then I found out she voted for Trump, I'm like, my first thing was drag that bitch, beat that bitch with a bat, beat that. I got to figure out what's going on with me because I don't want to become this like cyborg where I'm like nothing will make me feel feelings. I just don't want. How come the orange fuck couldn't pardon my waffle color homie so he's could get his gun rights back?
Shame. Maybe you can file for clemency with Trump just to get that would be a good story where you use a fascist administration to gain back your 2A rights.
Yeah.
To overthrow them ultimately, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna call you Waffle House. That'll be the name of the movie.
Wow.
Footsteps said, "Gotcha, bitch." All right, man. That he hit him with that.
Touche, motherfucker. Touche.
Yeah. So this is a phenomenon I did want to highlight for you guys. It's just that if we keep wondering why the cops are this way and that way, it is by design. They need soldiers, foot soldiers that don't ask questions, that don't think critically, and are susceptible to racist white supremacist ideology. And if you do too well on the test, they're not gonna give you a gun, dog. And that's why, again, I'd like to highlight what I was saying yesterday and things I've been saying over the past 5 years now, 4.5, is every educated, woke, conscious, righteous Black person in this nation and any ally of that same mindset needs to exercise their 2A rights. Exercise your Second Amendment right. While the Constitution is still intact, it allows you to do that. And it may be different in different states. But whatever processes you can go through to accomplish that, you should.
Man.
And operate legally within that.
That's bullshit.
and then find
Don't
like
listen to Pedro. Don't listen to Pedro. I'm gonna get so good with these Chinese throwing stars. Ain't nobody gonna be able to fuck with me.
if you hear the star, it's too late.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah, you gonna be dead before you even know you're dead. And
Nobody wants to die. Nobody wants to die trying to close off a jugular vein wound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that shit gonna squirt through your fingers.
Yeah.
It's gonna get everywhere, dude.
Look how fast I can do this. And then
what you should do is take a Vegas dealing. You know, like take courses on how to be a Vegas dealer,
and then
just apply it to stars. And it'd be like,
yeah,
because you could, you know what I mean, motherfuckers. You could sup.
Yep. Hecklers. They don't see it.
That last thing in your life. If the last thing in your life you hear is, you're already dead.
That applies to arrows too, which I'm buying a bow and arrow too.
Crossbow.
They ain't gonna never see it where they go, wait a minute, does that nigger does he have a crossbow?
All right, we got a real killer in the building. Miss Adverb says if you throw it right, you shouldn't make a mess. See, she knows the pressure points.
Wow.
It won't bleed out, and you could just wrap it in plastic, get it to the van, and then get down to the dock.
That verb, I don't know how to say this to you. I got a little hard when you said that. I got you turned me on. I like
porn. Y'all need to get to
I like the way you think.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. I think that's our show for today, guys.
Yeah, it's the weekend. So if you happen to be in Vegas, come on down to the LA Comedy Club. Just say my name at the door, and you're on my guest list, and you will get in for free.
His name is Shang. By the way, tonight I'll be your host at the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood.
Go check them out.
7:30 show. Also, this Tuesday coming up, Seriously Joking is back in effect. We got a great show. People like Stephen Lally, Leslie Liao. It's going to be a great show.
And you got Black Pedro and
be your host for that as well. So check my Instagram at Black Pedro. Check Shang's Instagram at Comedian Shang.
Yeah.
Stay with us on that, y'all. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. I think next week is going to probably be the last time this show looks like this.
It'll be, next week.
And then February 11th, we're going to come to you live at 3 p.m. with a different look, format, and presentation that will also be distributed throughout all of the platforms, whether they're podcast or social media.
Yeah.
Or Savage AF, we're going to grow up this year.
Yeah. And you know what? We're taking the training wheels off, and we're going to be big boys.
Big boy. I can ride all by myself.
I can ride all by myself. Dad, fuck you, Dad. Don't hold the handlebars. I got this. I don't know why I'm making him sound like he's special, but I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
Life goes on, right?
Yeah.
What's my man's name? Remember the show? What was his name, dog? Life goes on.
Something like Skippy.
Yeah, like, no, come on, guys. Stick with me. He was the first, like, dude with cerebral palsy to have his own show. Corky. Corky!
I am a very good driver.
Corky.
Yeah.
Life is on, y'all. Let's go. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Again, next week, probably be the last week.
But we still need your support following, and it won't be me at a hotel or at a brothel. I mean, maybe, but I might do some live brothel stuff.
Broccoli.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had chicken houses down here. In the chicken house, I thought it was where black people go get chicken, and they're like, no, they sell pussy. And I was like, oh shit, well, can I get some chicken too?
He's like, can I get the dark meat special?
Yeah, can I have the chicken and can't you? So y'all can't. Okay, y'all don't serve food. All right.
Oh blah dee, oh blah da, life goes on. Hey,
And I am my good driver.
hey, Corky
He did his
actually had
thing.
a better acting career than I have so far. So
I know you might.
I pay homage to that motherfucker.
You just read for something. You're gonna get it. You don't know yet.
Bro. Corky
Yo,
is
Corky.
better than me at acting. I
No.
I love
Okay, but would you have the trade-off of what Corky has? I don't think so.
it. Corky probably is on some rooftop in Beverly Hills right now with a 6-pack of what you call slut nuggets.
Yeah.
They having a good old time, dog.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, more Cavatier. I'm 50.
Another bottle, motherfucker. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings.
We're going to hell.
We're already there. Like,
I know Trump's been president for 10 days. Welcome. Yeah, it's been bad. He's rolled out hard with the shittiest shit, and we got to stand in the precipice and still fight him.
we have to look into the gray.
Yeah.
I appreciate you footsteps, man. We always gonna grind no matter what happens. But that being said, we'll be back on Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive back early, so I'll be back.
Yeah, and you know, next week I'm gonna try and go hard and make sure we get a show in every day, just because this will be our final kind of week like this. This show has gone through so many different progressions. We were in studio, in pandemic mode.
Then we were in
and now we're
Instagram mode.
Airplane mode. So we've done a lot over the years, but we are gonna come at y'all in like a week and a half with some different shit.
Right.
But next week, make sure you join us 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. That being said, words of wisdom going into the weekend. If you are white and you voted for Donald Trump, you are either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both. If you are not white and you voted for Donald Trump, you are either really, really rich or dumb as fuck.
And that's